From the abandoned coasts of Alaska to the frozen lakes of the north, every journey pushes the limits of survival. In this episode, we follow Outdoor Tom, NW fishing secrets, and Wargay bushcraft. Three adventurers testing skill and endurance in the coldest corners of the wild. Fishing, hunting, and cooking, what they catch each story reveals the same truth: in the silence of winter survival is earned, never given. On the far edge of Alaska lies Adak, a ghost city once built for war, now ruled by wind and silence. From the YouTube channel, Outdoor Tom, a father and son travel here to fish, hunt, and explore what remains. Known for real outdoor survival and catch-and-cook adventures, their journey this time leads into Alaska's abandoned city where nature quietly reclaims the past. They arrived on Adak Island beneath a sky of low clouds and endless wind. The old naval houses still stood cracked and weathered against the empty horizon. Inside one of them, Tom and his father found shelter before heading down to the rocky coast.
So, Dad,
yeah?
What fish are we going to be targeting first?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them. I think they do.
The ocean was cold and alive, gray water slamming against black stone as they cast their lines. Moments later, one rod bent sharply. A flash of orange broke the surface of rockfish.
Right there.
It was like bright orange, like bright orangey red.
Yeah, it's a black rockfish. It wasn't good eating. That's a little one though.
Then another strike, this time a Dolly Varden trout twisting in the waves. They worked in rhythm, landing one fish after another until the shoreline shimmered with color.
There we go.
A little bigger one. I think that's a keeper right there. I might go put him up by the car. Look at this. Look at how chunky that one is. Don't bend your hook. Whoa!
There we go.
There he goes.
In the...
Oh, he's tiny.
Oh, it's so cute! Oh. Well, this has been really fun, but there's a lot of other places we want to explore. Well, I smell like fish, aka the smell of success.
We smell like fish.
Later that afternoon, as they explored inland, a pale caribou skull lay in the grass, a quiet reminder that survival here is borrowed time. Even the few crooked trees of the so-called Adak National Forest stood as proof of how little grows where the wind never rests. By the next morning, the weather had turned. Heavy rain swept across the island as the two set out again, this time to hunt ptarmigan. Mist rolled over the hills, their boots sinking into moss and mud.
Got one? Yes. Whoa!
Yeah, nice. Here, let's go get the other one.
White wings exploded from the tundra as the sound of gunfire echoed through the fog.
Let's go get him.
It's a lot easier shooting when I don't have a camera in my hand and I get to use my own gun.
You're welcome.
I like this.
Yay!
Get those.
This isn't too bad.
Top. Fire.
The little noises he makes. This is lucky you looked at me.
Hours later, soaked to the bone, they returned to shelter, carrying just enough for a meal. Inside, the storm raged outside the windows while the small stove hissed with heat. They cooked the ptarmigan with rice and spices, the smell of seared meat filling the room. Tom laughed that it tasted more like beef than chicken. For the first time in days, the island felt warm.
I'll sit right here, guys. Practice under that.
Yeah, what do you think of the ptarmigan?
It's really good. It's its own flavor.
I think it tastes more like beef than chicken. Do you?
Kind of like a chicken beef, but it tastes so good.
Another dawn brought a different mission to see what remained of Adak's past. They drove through silent streets past rows of abandoned houses and rusted signs. An old McDonald's drive-thru still clung to the memory of the 1990s, its faded menu frozen in time. Beyond it stood a massive hospital built for a population that no longer exists. Inside the halls were silent equipment rusted and a single body bag left behind. The place felt less like ruin and more like a warning from history. On their final day, the sea calmed as if to offer a farewell. Casting one last line, Tom's rod bent violently. A giant sockeye salmon broke the surface, flashing red in the gray light. The struggle was fierce, but he held steady until the fish finally gave in.
Oh, do you want a photo with him?
Yeah, that is awesome. That is a big sockeye.
Ah, nice.
Oh,
He's a monster.
big male sockeye salmon.
Standing on the wet rocks, breathing hard, Tom looked out over the ruins and the waves. After 4 days of cold wind and silence, the island had given them everything it could. A dock sits on the Aleutian Chain, a line of volcanic islands shaped by storms and isolation. Once a Cold War outpost, it's now home to only a few dozen people. Caribou roam abandoned runways, ptarmigan hide in the tundra, and sea otters drift where ships once anchored. Here, nature has reclaimed everything humans left behind. Their 4-day journey became a glimpse into balance between decay and life, memory and wilderness. If you enjoy real stories of survival exploration and catch and cook adventures, subscribe to Catch and Cook Survival for more journeys into the wild. This story comes from NW Fishing Secrets, a channel known for real outdoor survival trout fishing and mountain catch and cook adventures. This video was filmed at a tiny frozen mountain lake hidden deep in the Pacific Northwest. Armed with an auger bait and a small tent, he sets out for a solo mission to catch a giant trout beneath the ice and cook it right where it's caught. The morning is cold and silent as he hikes across the frozen lake, dragging his sled through deep snow. Spotting animal tracks, maybe deer, maybe wolf, he takes it as a sign of luck and drills his first hole right on that path. The ice is thick, about 4 feet deep, perfect for trout. From his pack, he pulls out a box of live worms, hooks one onto a treble hook, and sets a spring trap ready to snap the rod the moment a fish bites. Minutes later, the quiet breaks. The trap jerks violently, the flag snaps up. He grabs the line and it pulls back hard. Then the ice gives way and a massive rainbow trout bursts through the surface, its scales glowing pink in the winter light.
Oh, it's coming in tail first again. Oh, it's a monster! It's a monster! Oh, whoa, monster brookie! Oh man, look at this monster. I can't even fit them all in the frame here. Look at this monster brook trout with the battle scars on his tail there and this giant mouth. You can tell by that it's a huge male.
It's the biggest he's caught all season, a new personal record. But before he can rest, another bite hits. After a tense struggle, he lands a second giant trout almost as big as the first.
And then we're just gonna lower it down into the hole and kind of jig it. Oh, there's already a trout down there. Already a trout. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a fish on, baby. Fish on right away. Another monster. There were two giant brook trout there right away. Oh, he's in the boat. Oh, he's a monster. He's a monster. Look at that. An absolute another monster brook trout. Took it right away. Took it right there. There was a second one. Guys, I've got 2 fish here and I don't even know what to do with them yet. Let's get this guy here off the hook. Oh, come on, baby. Oh man, tell you guys what, I don't have any fish at home right now, so the limit here is 5 trout. If the fishing's good, why don't we catch a limit today? I usually don't do that, but since, like I said, I don't have any fish in the freezer, I wouldn't mind to stock up, especially because these are some really nice.
He quickly dispatches them, ensuring a clean, humane end.
So tempting to take a sip. Oh. Ooh, it's hot, but it's perfect. I mean, just look at that right there. Just a delicious cup of hot black coffee.
Inside the small ice tent, he cooks the trout he caught, a quick meal of fish butter and bacon sizzling over the flame. Simple, hot, and satisfying, it's the perfect reward after a long day on the frozen lake.
Oh, look at the color of this trout meat right there. I mean, this fillet is like the size of a salmon fillet, and it's also the color of a salmon fillet. That's unbelievable. Let's make a little bit of room for that trout. Ooh, yeah. I hope no one's garlic shy here. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot. Our Danish sea salt. We're just gonna put a little bit in, just a little bit, because that bacon is probably already a little bit salty. Just throw a little bit of that Danish sea salt on the fish, just to get those minerals. The bacon in first. Some big chunks of trout. Let me know in the comments, you guys like garlic? You like garlic? Lots of garlic, little bit of garlic, or no garlic? Are you a garlic hater? Ooh, yeah. All right, you guys, cheers. We pulled it off. PB brook trout, absolute monsters in here through the ice. Let's go ahead and give this a try.
When ice fishing and shallow water trout usually stay near the bottom where it's slightly warmer and food collects. Pouring a little hot water into the hole helps prevent it from freezing, keeping your line free while you wait. 2 trout, 1 fire, and a frozen lake proof that even in the coldest places nature provides. Would you try cooking fresh fish on the ice like this? This story comes from Wargay Bushcraft, a channel known for silent wilderness survival and raw winter fishing adventures. It was filmed in the frozen forests of Turkey, where one man and his dog brave the cold to fish, build shelter, and survive in solitude. But soon the calm of the frozen lake turns into a true test of endurance. The cold wind sweeps over the frozen lake as he begins to work. Each swing of the axe cuts through the thick ice, echoing across the empty landscape. After clearing the shards, he ties a simple line, fixes the bait, and lowers it into the black water. A few more holes are open nearby, each one a chance at food in this frozen world. As he checks the lines, he notices his dog limping through the snow. A small cut marks its paw, likely from the frozen reeds. He kneels, wipes the wound clean, and wraps it quickly before returning to his work. The dog settles beside him, quietly watching as he prepares the rods. The hours stretch in silence. The lines sway gently under the ice, then a sharp pull. He grips the rod and lifts fast. A carp breaks through the hole, flapping against the white surface. Soon another line bends, then another. One by one, more fish rise from the dark water, their scales shining in the pale sunlight. He works methodically, clearing ice, rebaiting, pulling again. By the time the wind calms, a small pile of carp lies at his feet, proof that patience and precision always win against the cold. The dog stands close, tail wagging slow as the frozen lake finally gives its reward. In freezing conditions, warmth means survival. Layered clothing, dry gloves, and a steady fire make all the difference. Even holding a cup of hot tea restores circulation. Out here, staying warm isn't about comfort, it's the line between endurance and defeat on the ice. In the stillness of winter, warmth comes not from fire, but from loyalty. Would you brave the frozen wilderness with only your dog beside you, trusting that survival is stronger when shared? From the icy lakes of the north to the frozen forests of Turkey, these adventurers prove one thing: nature always rewards patience and grit. Would you face the cold for a meal this pure? If you enjoy survival stories and real catch and cook survival adventures, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more journeys across the wild.